2024 goal check-in. You're not the same person like the one you were at the beginning of the year. I have my laptop, I have my tea, and I am ready for my mid-year life reset. So we have a few things on our agenda today. The first thing that we will of course do is a goal check-in. I will check in with my yearly goals. We will also check our 2024 vision boards. I also really need to declutter and organize a couple of spots in my apartment. I also want to share with you some of the books that I'm planning on reading for the rest of this year. And we will also keep this video vlog style. I will take you through my day or maybe a couple of days in my life, and I will show you how I am working towards my goals. And I would also like to do some journaling to reflect, write down some thoughts, some things that I have in my mind. But let's start with step number 1, our 2024 goal check-in. I have opened my Notion right here on my laptop and I'm ready to dive in. I will check if I am on top of my goals, if I am on track. I will change some of the goals that maybe need to be changed. I'm not sure if that is going to happen, or I'm just going to alter some of my goals in case they don't reflect my current lifestyle at the moment. So my first category is health goals. Goal number 1, workout 3 up to 4 times a week. I have been doing that. There are of course some weeks that I'm working out only a couple of times, but I'm mostly aiming for 3 up to 4 times a week, and I am so far being pretty consistent with it. Challenge myself with new workouts. I'm not really sure what I'm trying to say with that goal. I think that I had in mind for me to do also like Pilates or bar, maybe work out with a different personal trainer through YouTube videos, because for the longest time last year I was just following my own workouts. So to challenge myself with new workouts like Pilates, bar, etc. I haven't been doing that, but I have been working out with a new, for me, workout channel here on YouTube, which is called Mr. and Mrs. Muscle, and I have been enjoying these workouts a lot, and they definitely are very effective. But the workouts from that channel are basically dumbbell workouts, which I already used to do. I used to work out with my dumbbells anyways, so far I haven't really challenged myself with new workouts. Daily stretching, for the longest time I was very consistent with that, but now for the last couple of months I haven't been stretching every single day, and I don't like that. I want to stay on top of that goal because it makes such a huge difference on the way that my body feels. Then the next goal is to maintain a balanced diet and limit processed foods. I have been doing that, even though I really want to eat more vegetables, to add more vegetables on my daily diet. I'm not eating enough vegetables, at least not as many as I would like to. Then I had written down to get 8 up to 9 hours of sleep each night. I have been doing that most nights. Then stay hydrated by drinking water and limit caffeine intake. I have been doing that. I'm saying that while I am sipping on my green tea. But hey, green tea has less caffeine than actual coffee, and that's what I meant with this goal, to limit actual coffee and high caffeine drinks. Because my body doesn't agree with caffeine, it gives me anxiety, it makes me all jittery, and I don't like that. So I don't drink coffee every single day. I do drink a green tea every single day and other herbal teas as well, but I definitely focus more on drinking water. And then the last goal in this category was to schedule all checkups with no delays. So my annual doctor checkups, blood work, the dentist, and other checkups that I do yearly. And I have to say that I did schedule all my checkups with no delays. The next category is the mental health goals category. The first goal is to take time to slow down on the weekends. I'm not doing that. During the weekends, I normally still edit for my channel or for clients. I also film, which I don't really consider as doing work to film for my channel, but I'm still stressing myself out most of the weekends and I'm not really taking the time to enjoy them. And if I take a weekend off and not do work, I kind of feel guilty about it, and that's not good. I need to change that attitude and I need to change this mindset. But it's not that easy for me now that I work as a freelancer, because I feel like I need to work every day in order to achieve everything that I want to achieve, which is not true. I can take a couple of days off. Anyways, we will continue working on that. The next goal is to focus on deep breathing. For the longest time, I was focusing on deep breathing, but lately my anxiety has been knocking on my door daily and haven't really been focusing on deep breathing. I want to be more mindful about that, because taking shallow breaths is not good. Our body needs to feel safe through deep breathing. in order for everything to work efficiently. So I need to keep on focusing on that. The next goal is to read books, listen to podcasts that concentrate on mental well-being. I'm not really on top of that goal either. I'm definitely not in my self-development, self-help books era anymore. I really prefer my fiction, fantasy books. I'm not really into reading books for self-development anymore, or at least currently. I have been listening to podcasts here and there that do focus on mental well-being, but definitely not as often as I used to. Maybe that's also a good thing, because even though I do have my days that I feel more anxious, I feel like I am at a spot where I don't feel the constant need to read a self-help book, listen to a self-help podcast every day like I used to. So I feel like I have done a good work with myself and with my mental health, and that makes me proud. Not that there is anything wrong with having that need for help, not at all. I'm really encouraging everyone to work on their mental well-being and their mental health. It is such an important thing to focus on. If we don't have our mental health, we will lose our physical health as well. But I'm just glad that I am at this point in my life that I have done work with myself and I feel better. The next goal was to set realistic goals and celebrate achievements monthly. I have been setting my realistic goals every single month. If you have been watching my monthly reset routines, you already know the goals that I'm setting for myself. I do consider them very realistic, but I haven't been celebrating any achievements. I think that I'm being very strict with myself, and that was also the reason why I had set this yearly goal to celebrate my small achievements. But still, I cannot say that I am at a place that I'm doing that. I'm really not doing that. So that is also another goal that I need to focus on a bit more. And my last goal in this category was to practice mindfulness and gratitude daily. I feel like I am doing a pretty good job with that goal as well. Of course, there have been days that I haven't done my gratitude journaling, but I'm trying to prioritize that, and I do focus on having gratitude journaling as part of my morning routine. The next category is the learning German goals category, and I had written down to continue daily lessons with Duolingo, which I have been doing. Let's see how many days in a row I have been taking tests with Duolingo. Okay, I have been taking tests 326 days, and even though I'm not studying very efficiently and many hours daily, I do feel like I have learned new words, new phrases. I can understand some phrases and some things a bit better, and that makes me really happy. My goal with Duolingo is just to have fun and learn at the same time, and I'm not expecting to become amazing at German or to learn German the way that I learned English, not at all. The way that I was starting to learn English took years, and it took so many long hours studying and taking tests and also taking some certificates, so I am by no means expecting to become amazing at German, but still I love challenging my brain and learning something new and trying to remember new words and new phrases. I feel like learning is important to keep it part of our lives forever. We shouldn't stop learning just because we graduated college or because we finished school. I think that staying curious and continue learning, whatever that is, it doesn't even have to be a new language. It keeps us young, and it also helps with our mental well-being. That's what I think. The next goal in this category is to watch German movies, series, and vlogs. I have been watching vlogs. I have been watching vlogs from this girl who I love. I love her channel so much. Her content is amazing. She also reads, and she just has such a cute, girly, fun lifestyle. I will add her channel's name here on the screen. I think her name is Burku, if I'm not pronouncing it incorrectly, but I have been loving watching her vlogs. I cannot understand every single thing that she's saying, and I'm watching her videos always with the captions on so I can read the words that she's saying. But I do recognize some of the words, and I have learned these words through Duolingo, and that always makes me very excited when I can somehow understand what she's saying. I haven't watched any movies or series yet. I don't know if I will end up doing that. And the last goal in this category is to read German books. I haven't done that either. I need to at least find some German books online to read. And when I say German books, I mean children's book and just super beginner friendly books. The next category is the reading goals category, one of my favorite categories. And the first goal is to reach 20 20 books. I have been doing very well with my 20 books goal. Let's see how many books I have already read this year. I'm sure that I will read more than 20 books because I feel like this year I have been really into reading. I have become such a book girl and have also been sharing more book content on my channel as well, which I have been really enjoying, to film more book content and upload it and chat about books with you guys at the comments. So far I have read 15 books out of 20, so that is great. The next goal in this category was to explore new genres, so fantasy, mysteries, thrillers. I have come to the conclusion that I'm definitely not a thriller girl. Thrillers don't make me feel nice. They creep me out. I don't like reading them. So I am going to alter this goal and I'm going to delete thrillers. And I'm just going to keep fantasy and mysteries. I never thought that I would become a fantasy reader again. I used to read fantasy as a teenager. Like a lot of people, I was obsessed with Twilight. I also used to love the Vampire Academy series. Rose and Dimitri were my bread and butter. Can I say that? They were the it couple for me. But then for a few years I stopped reading, and then when I started reading again, I definitely read more just simple novels or non-fiction and self-help, self-development, psychology. And I was seeing all the girlies on Instagram and here on YouTube reading fantasy books, and I was like, good for them being very excited about these fantasy books, but couldn't be me. I'm not seeing it. I'm not really seeing myself reading these fantasy books. And why would I read about vampires again and about fates and fairies and dragons? I don't really see myself. But now I am eating these books up. I have a lot of fantasy books in my TBR. The next goal was to set aside dedicated time each day for reading. I have been doing that. And the last goal in this category is to track book reads and rate them on Goodreads, which I have been doing that as well. As always, I have my Goodreads account linked down below. Goodreads is pretty much the only other social media app that I use. Also Pinterest. I also use Pinterest, but I don't have like a public Pinterest to share. But my Goodreads is always linked down below, so if you want to become friends, just add me on Goodreads. I always get so excited when I receive a new friend's notification. And the last category in my 2024 goals is my YouTube goals. Number one goal is to upload at least one long form video a week. I have been doing that, and during some weeks I also upload twice. The next goal is to focus on content that brings value and helps my audience. I believe that I have been doing that. The next goal is to track my channel growth. I have been doing that as well. And the final goal is to reach 7,000 subscribers by the end of 2024. Don't know if that is going to happen. We will wait and we will see. So these are all of my 2024 goals. I feel like so far I've been doing pretty well with my goals. That felt really nice, honestly, to read through my goals and see how I have been doing. But I want you to know that if you check in with your goals and you feel like you haven't been on top of them, please don't worry and don't beat yourself up about it. I feel like goals are nice to have, but if they become a source of anxiety and pressure for us, then that takes the fun out of it. So even if you feel like you're not on top of your goals, that is completely fine. Maybe you also feel like you don't even want to focus on some goals anymore, so you can go ahead and just delete them completely. I don't find anything wrong with that. I feel like as humans we can change drastically even within a few months. So maybe currently you're not the same person like the one you were at the beginning of the year when you were setting these goals for yourself. So there is nothing wrong with altering some goals or deleting some goals. I feel like it is completely fine to do that. Time to check our yearly vision boards. Have you been checking out your yearly vision board daily, or have you been ignoring it? I feel like checking our vision boards every single day and just have 1 minute, a couple of minutes focused on our vision board, taking every picture in, very important. It is very important to keep our goals also visually at the forefront of our minds, and I am making it a priority to check my vision board every day before I start my workday. It doesn't even take long. I have my vision board on my laptop and I use my laptop every day for work, so I just take 1 minute, a couple of minutes to look at my vision board, to see every single picture and remind myself what every picture represents. And also seeing my vision board makes me feel so inspired and motivated, and I love this feeling. So you might be using your vision board as your phone's or your laptop's wallpaper, but sometimes we get so used to it that we don't really look at the pictures and we don't really focus on the meaning that each picture has behind it. And I personally don't keep my yearly vision board as my laptop's wallpaper. I create monthly mood boards for that. And even though some days I might not have the best of the moods, looking at my vision board does make me feel better during those days. So let's all take a moment together right now to look at our vision boards and to think about what each picture represents. I cannot sit on the floor, I need a pillow, okay? I'm an old lady, my lower back cannot handle just sitting on the floor. So the couple of spots that I want to reorganize and declutter are funny enough next to each other. The number one spot is this drawer right here. Listen, we're about to get even closer, you and me. We're about to become another level of besties because I'm going to show you my messy junk drawer that I have in my apartment. We all have that junk drawer that we throw things in there in our homes, and if you don't have one, you're lying. I don't believe you. Or maybe you don't have one and that means that you are a very organized person. And even though I do consider myself a person who is organized and she doesn't like clutter, I still have a drawer that is not organized, and that's this drawer right here. And then I also want to reorganize my books, which are in here, because lately I have been grabbing books to film also a few book videos, and I have been just throwing them back in there with no specific order. And I feel like I have mixed books that I have already read with books that I haven't read yet, and it is just a small little chaos in here. At least that's what it feels like to me. So number one, let's declutter and organize this drawer. And number two, reorganize my books. Okay, so this is the before. It is pure chaos in here. Stuff that we don't need, stuff that we don't use, stuff that we might need at some point. It is just chaos. So let's dig in. Okay, I have my little stack of books right here, and I'm going to share with you all the books that I'm planning on reading for the remaining of the year. I will of course have timestamps down below. I know that not everybody is a reader, not everybody is interested in books, but for all my book lovers out there, this section is for you. Let's talk about the books that I will be reading during the rest of 2024. So I am in the middle of reading the Throne of Glass series, so of course I want to finish the rest of the series, and these are all the books that I have to read to complete the series. So Queen of Shadows, Empire of Storms, Tower of Dawn, and Kingdom of Ash. This is a thick one. How many pages is it? 984 pages. I think that I have never read such a big book. The next book that I definitely want to read is Carrie Soto is Back. Then I really want to read Once Upon a Broken Heart to start this series as well. I will for sure read Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez during the summer. I specifically got this book to get into that summer feeling, so I'm definitely reading that. I also want to start reading The Cruel Prince to begin this series as well. I don't remember the actual name of the series. I think it's The Folk of something, so I really want to start this one as well. And the last book that I definitely want to have read by the end of 2024 is Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, because I've been wanting to read this book for, I want to say, a couple of years maybe, and I only recently bought it, so I definitely want to read that as well. So we have how many books? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we have 9 books here. I only need 5 more books to complete my Goodreads challenge, book challenge and book reading goal. I'm not that fast of a reader. I think that I am a slow reader, so I really do not know if I will end up reading all of these, but the goal is to read all of these and to also maybe, I don't know, pick up a second book of this series series or the second book of this series. So this is the rest of my 2024 TBR. And yes, I did change my top because I was eating lunch and I didn't want to mess up my other top. And this is actually my pajama top, but it is so soft and comfortable and cute. Obviously, I am obsessed with Friends, and I just thought that it looks cute and it's comfy, so I kept it on for this section of the video. I changed into my activewear because I will soon work out, but I'm about to cook, and this is a recipe that I try to cook often because it is easy and it is also healthy. You know how I shared before in my goals that I want to eat more whole foods and limit processed foods, and how I also mentioned that I want to eat more vegetables. And this is definitely a meal which is packed with whole foods and vegetables, and that recipe is a good old chicken soup. I do add either rice or orzo. I cannot remember how it is called. So these I don't think that are considered whole foods. These are processed, but I do add these in my soups. But having a vegetable soup or a chicken soup is something super quick, easy, and healthy. Eating healthy and balanced meals shouldn't be complicated, and they shouldn't taste bad or bland. So let's start cooking. Good morning, friends. We are continuing this mid-year life reset with a solo date. If you're going to do one thing about your mid-year reset, if you don't want to do a whole goal checking, decluttering, organizing, you don't need to do every single thing, but you still want to do something for your mid-year reset, I definitely encourage you to go on a solo date, grab your journal, maybe also a good book, order your favorite beverage, and just sit there for a while alone with your thoughts, journaling, maybe also reading your book. I feel like taking the time to journal and reflect on the way that we feel, on the things that we have achieved, things that we are proud of, is very important, because if we keep everything inside in our minds, it can get pretty chaotic. So that's what we are doing today. We will go on a solo date, we will journal, maybe check out a few stores as well, just have a nice day out, and also I will treat that as a little celebration for everything that I have achieved so far, because like I shared yesterday, one of my goals is to set small realistic goals and celebrate them, but I haven't done that at all, and I want to treat today like a little celebration of everything that I have achieved so far. I know that you have achieved definitely a lot so far as well, so treat yourself to a nice day out. Let's do some journaling, reflect. I will have on the screen all the prompts that I'm going to answer, and let's have a beautiful solo date. finally back home, and I have to say I had such a lovely time at my little solo date. So guys, this is your sign to go on a solo date. Don't even think about it. Wear a cute outfit and go to your favorite coffee shop. Just sit there, sip your beverage. I loved my coffee today. It was very good. And I also just loved these peaceful moments, journaling, reading my book. It was so nice. I'm telling you, days out by yourself are so therapeutic. But I also did a little bit of shopping, nothing crazy. I just needed a few makeup products, so let me show you what I picked up. First of all, I got this Maybelline lip gloss. It is in the shade 005 Petal, and I already own a couple of shades from this lip gloss, and it is so good. It is very hydrating. It actually has hyaluronic acid in it. So if you're looking for any good glosses, Lifter Gloss by Maybelline is your go-to. They're very hydrating, beautiful colors. I'm currently wearing it on my lips, even though my makeup is all over the place because I was sweating, so don't mind that. Of course, because it is a lip gloss, throughout the day you will need to reapply it, but still, this is an excellent lip gloss. Actually, the next product that I picked up is again by Maybelline. Actually, all the products that I got are by Maybelline. Then I picked up the Superstay Ink Crayon by Maybelline, and this is in shade 85 Change is Good. Again, I already own one shade of this product, and it is a very good lip product. It is matte on your lips, but it doesn't feel like it is super dry on your lips. I haven't tried this on yet on my lips to see how it looks, but I guess it's going to be a pretty color. It looks very pretty, so, and I will probably try to also match these two together. I think they would go nicely. And then I just needed to pick up my go-to mascara. I have been using this mascara for years and years. This is the Lash Sensational Very Black Mascara. My go-to mascara. This is the only mascara I ever use. And then I went to a couple of clothing stores and I saw a pair of pants at H&M, which I thought that they would be perfect for summer, and I picked them up. They are these black long flowy pants, very comfortable, very breezy for summer. You know what, I will try these on so you can better understand how they look like. Okay, so these are the pants. They are very comfortable and breezy and soft and cute. I cannot wait to style them and wear them. I could also wear them with a top like the one that I'm wearing right now, or with another crop top or a longer top. I just feel like these type of pants are just perfect for summer, and I just cannot deal with jeans during summer. Even jean shorts sometimes, they are low-key uncomfortable. So I'm very excited about this purchase. I didn't like the other colors that they had, because if I liked any other colors that they had in these pants, I would definitely had picked them up. These were only 15 euros. 14.99, and that would be all for this video. I hope you will all have fun doing your own mid-year life reset. It doesn't have to be anything extreme or something that will cause you anxiety. Make it fun, make it the way you want it to be, and just enjoy doing your own mid-year life reset. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, friends!